Spanish farmhouse style is all about warmth, simplicity, and soul. Think sun-kissed plaster walls, mellow terracotta, and handcrafted wood that feels lived in, not precious. In 2025, we're blending this rustic character with modern comfort. Practical layouts, durable fabrics, and discreet tech that never steals the spotlight. If you enjoy this tour, please subscribe, like, and tell us in the comments which ideas you'll try first. We'll walk room by room to highlight the elements that make this look timeless. Honest materials, gentle arches, earthy colors, wrought iron accents, and layered textures that invite you to slow down. You'll learn how to balance vintage charm with clean lines for a space that's both elegant and easy to maintain. Perfect for everyday living and entertaining. Don't forget to tap the bell for future episodes. Whether you live in a city apartment or a countryside home, you can translate these ideas at any scale. Simple swaps, like linen drapes, wood beams, or a terracotta lamp, deliver big impact without a full renovation. We love hearing from our Aesthetiker community. Hit like if you're a Spanish farmhouse fan, subscribe for weekly inspiration, and comment with your favorite detail as we begin. When crafting a Spanish farmhouse palette, think of nature under the Mediterranean sun. Warm sandy taupes, sun-baked terracotta, creamy whites, olive greens, smoky browns, and hints of iron black. These tones evoke a home that feels grounded and enduring, rooted in history yet refreshed for modern life. Start with warm neutrals as your foundation, then layer character through subtle earthy accents. Paint choices matter, but finish matters even more. Matte lime wash or plaster-like textures elevate simple walls into works of art. Instead of cold, crisp whites, choose soft ivory and buttery off-whites that glow under natural light. For added richness, incorporate muted greens and warm clay tones through textiles, ceramics, and decor. Never overpowering, always calming. To bring depth and contrast, balance light walls with darker, earth-stained wood, wrought iron fixtures, and hand-glazed tiles. This combination creates visual warmth and an inviting lived-in charm. A good rule: nothing too glossy, nothing too stark. Let each shade feel sun-softened, aged, and timeless, like it belongs in a countryside villa passed down through generations. Natural materials are the backbone of Spanish farmhouse design. Nothing synthetic, shiny, or overly polished. Think hand-hewn wood beams, clay tiles, natural stone, woven fibers, and rich ironwork that brings weight and character. These textures feel real, like they were shaped by artisans rather than machines, giving your home soul and grounding it in timeless tradition. Wood brings warmth, preferably imperfect, rustic, and proudly showcasing knots and grain. Stone floors or accents create earthy strength, while terracotta tiles introduce sun-baked warmth. Pair these with linen, cotton, and wool textiles for softness that balances the rugged appeal of solid materials. The mix of sturdy and soft creates a layered, comfortable sanctuary. To add a refined touch, incorporate hand-forged metal details, reclaimed furniture, and handmade ceramic pieces. Avoid plastics or glossy synthetics, they disrupt the authenticity. In Spanish farmhouse style, materials age gracefully. Patina isn't damage, it's beauty earned through life and memory. Celebrate those imperfections. They tell the story of a home well lived and well loved. Spanish farmhouse architecture embraces gentle curves and soft silhouettes. Instead of sharp, angular forms, you'll notice arched doorways, rounded windows, and smooth plaster edges that feel sculpted by hand. These subtle curves introduce romance and softness, creating a welcoming flow between spaces. They make the home feel human, warm, and quietly elegant, never rigid or sterile. Plaster walls with softened corners and carved niches elevate even the simplest room, while arched openings frame views like artwork. These lines invite the eye to wander and linger, reinforcing the relaxed, grounded mood of Mediterranean living. Paired with rustic beams and earthy materials, they create a striking harmony between strength and grace. To bring this architectural language into a modern home, you don't need to rebuild walls. Try arched mirrors, curved furniture edges, rounded clay lamps, and sculptural pottery. Even a simple curved back chair or arched cabinet door can echo this timeless design language. Soften the geometry, embrace organic flow, and your home immediately feels more soulful. The Spanish farmhouse living room centers on warmth and connection. This is a space meant to be lived in: soft seating, layered textures, and natural light spilling over rustic surfaces. Think generous linen sofas, hand-woven rugs, and chunky wood coffee tables. Each element is chosen to relax the senses and welcome family and guests to linger, converse, and enjoy slow moments together. Avoid overly formal layouts. Instead, embrace gentle asymmetry and organic flow. Mix slip-covered seating with leather chairs, vintage stools, and woven poofs for flexible comfort. Display handcrafted pottery, iron lanterns, and heirloom-style accessories that look as though they've been collected over time. Let textures lead the decor rather than shiny accents or bold patterns. To soften and elevate the room, incorporate elements like built-in benches, open shelving with curated rustic objects, and layers of linen throws. Keep the palette warm and natural, and let time-worn finishes shine. Soft lighting, candle clusters, and leafy branches in rustic urns add life and warmth, creating a room that feels both elegant and deeply lived in. The Spanish farmhouse kitchen is truly the heart of the home, a place where rustic charm and culinary warmth meet effortless practicality. Here you'll find thick wooden countertops, open shelving, terracotta tiles, and handmade ceramics displayed proudly rather than hidden away. Instead of sleek, sterile surfaces, textures take center stage, offering a grounded and welcoming feel that inspires slow cooking and meaningful moments. This design style embraces tradition while making room for modern convenience. Farmhouse sinks, aged brass or iron hardware, and stone counters complement built-in modern appliances that remain subtle, blending quietly into the space. Natural materials like stone, clay, and raw wood pair beautifully with classic Spanish details like painted tiles, warm plaster hoods, and rustic pottery bowls filled with fresh produce. Add depth and personality through open storage and exposed beams, woven baskets for pantry items, and clay vessels for herbs and oils. Display your cookware proudly. Copper pots, hand-forged utensils, and traditional earthenware bring warmth and authenticity. Soft lighting, greenery like olive or rosemary plants, and textured linens complete the space, turning daily cooking into an art and ritual. The Spanish farmhouse bedroom embraces serenity and tactile comfort. Picture layers of soft linen, warm earth tone bedding, and textured wool throws that invite slow mornings and restful nights. Plaster walls, rustic wood furniture, and wrought iron accents create a grounded elegance, while natural light gently washes across the room, enhancing its warmth and charm. Instead of bold patterns, the palette stays soothing and earthy, creamy whites, sand, olive, and muted clay tones. The bed becomes the centerpiece, often framed by a carved wood headboard or simple upholstered linen panel. Side tables may be mismatched, subtly adding character, while vintage rugs and woven baskets bring in texture and practicality. To finish the room, layer soft lighting, iron sconces, clay lamps, and candles for warmth. Add organic touches like olive branches in a pottery vase, a wooden bench at the foot of the bed, or a cozy woven area rug. Keep the mood peaceful and uncluttered, encouraging a gentle rhythm of rest, reflection, and renewal. The Spanish farmhouse bathroom is a serene sanctuary, inspired by old-world bathhouses and countryside wellness rituals. Smooth plaster walls, stone basins, aged brass fixtures, and hand-painted tiles create a timeless spa-like feel. The goal is not luxury through glitz, but through simplicity, warmth, and natural tactile beauty. Every surface feels honest, crafted, and soothing. A freestanding tub or carved stone basin becomes the focal point, often surrounded by gentle arches and natural light pouring through simple windows or shutters. Soft linens, cotton towels, and wooden stools emphasize an artisan feel, while subtle iron accents and clay accessories add quiet character. Minimalism meets heritage, calm, grounded, and restorative. Greenery, candles, and textured accessories bring the finishing touches. Terracotta planters with herbs, handcrafted soap dishes, woven baskets, and amber glass bottles turn everyday moments into rituals. Keep the palette warm and neutral, allowing natural textures to shine. This is a bathroom built for peace, where sunlight, water, and earth materials come together naturally. No Spanish farmhouse is complete without a courtyard. A peaceful, sun-washed retreat that blurs the line between indoor comfort and outdoor living. Picture terracotta tiles warmed by the sun, whispering olive trees, clay planters overflowing with herbs, and rustic benches perfect for slow afternoons. This is where nature becomes part of daily life, where breezes, birdsong, and sunlight create a living sanctuary. Water elements like small fountains or bubbling clay urns bring a soothing soundscape that softens the air and heightens tranquility. Wrought iron tables, stone benches, and woven chairs offer cozy seating, while linen cushions add comfort without breaking the natural aesthetic. Even in the city, a modest patio or balcony can capture this charming alfresco spirit with a few thoughtful touches. Candles, lanterns, and string lights transform the courtyard at dusk into a glowing refuge, perfect for warm evenings with friends or quiet time alone. Fresh citrus fruit in bowls, potted rosemary or lavender, and rustic ceramics enhance the mood. Embrace imperfection here. Cracked tiles and weathered wood only deepen the romance, making the courtyard feel storied and soulful. Texture is one of the key signatures of Spanish farmhouse design. Instead of relying on bold prints or busy patterns, this look builds richness through natural fibers and tactile, handcrafted details. Think stone-washed linen, chunky wool throws, woven jute, cotton blankets, and rustic handloom textiles. Together, they create warmth and depth while keeping the space relaxed and understated. Layering textiles is essential. Drape throws across benches, pile linen cushions on sofas, and bring softness underfoot with natural rugs. Imperfections are welcomed here. Slubs in linen, uneven stitching, and slightly rough weaves all speak to authenticity and craftsmanship. Rather than looking brand new, pieces should feel lived in, sun-softened, and wonderfully inviting. Introduce warmth with earthy tones like clay, olive, sand, and wheat. Add fringe, embroidery, or hand-woven trim for subtle artisanal character. Textiles in a Spanish farmhouse aren't just functional. They enrich the sensory experience, encouraging touch, rest, and slow living. When done well, they transform a simple room into a beautifully layered sanctuary. Lighting in a Spanish farmhouse isn't loud or overly modern. It's gentle, golden, and atmospheric. Warm, soft lighting creates a welcoming glow that highlights the beauty of natural materials and handcrafted textures. Think wrought iron chandeliers, clay lamps, wall sconces with soft candles, and lantern-style pendants. Instead of harsh brightness, lighting should feel like sunlight at dusk, calm, soothing, and timeless. Layered lighting is key. Use ambient fixtures for warmth, task lighting for practicality, and accent lighting to highlight architectural features like arches, niches, or wooden beams. Candle clusters, hurricane lanterns, and pottery lamps enhance the rustic mood, casting subtle shadows that make each corner feel intimate and lived in. Avoid cool or blue light. It disrupts the earthy charm. To modernize while keeping authenticity, consider dimmers and discrete LEDs with warm tones around 2700K. Mix hand-finished metals, natural linen shades, and clear glass lanterns to blend tradition and modern comfort. The ultimate goal is to create a magical glow after sunset, a space where the evening feels cozy, layered, and inviting enough to unwind, gather, and dream. Spanish farmhouse style is so much more than a design trend. It's a lifestyle centered around warmth, heritage, and everyday comfort. Through earthy tones, honest materials, soft curves, and hand-touched textures, this aesthetic reminds us to appreciate the beauty of simplicity. Whether it's a sun-washed courtyard, a cozy linen-draped bedroom, or a rustic kitchen filled with handcrafted ceramics, every detail invites you to live slowly and meaningfully. Bringing this style into your home doesn't require perfection or huge renovations. Small shifts like adding terracotta accents, natural lighting, woven textiles, or arched silhouettes create an atmosphere that feels grounded and soulful. Let age, patina, and imperfection shine. The charm lies in authenticity, not gloss. Surround yourself with textures, colors, and objects that tell a story and comfort the senses. Thank you for joining us on this warm Spanish farmhouse journey. If you love these ideas, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment your favorite detail or room from today's tour. Your support helps us bring more timeless, inspiring design content to the Ateteker community. Until next time, stay cozy, stay inspired, and embrace beautiful living every day.